Welcome, everybody. I am Carly Sage. I'm the founder of Block 134 Arts and Wellness Collective in downtown Putnam, which houses our Silver Circle Gallery of 17 years. And today I am introducing to you Joey Rodriguez. Hi, Joey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, and I'm here with Joey today because he is, I guess, the creator of this really cool project called the Intergalactic Beets Records Project, or maybe I pronounced that wrong, but Intergalactic Beets Project, right? Is that
Yeah, that's
it?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we're going to be featuring a pop-up exhibit in October, from October 15th to 26th, specifically at the Silver Circle Gallery, just in time for like Halloween and the Pumpkin Festival. And yeah, I would love to have you share, Joey, what is this Intergalactic Beats Project? Tell us about it. Yeah.
Well, it's a essentially a fake record label. So what I do, I've been doing this since about 2021. I'll create a real song, and then what I'll do is I'll attribute it to a fake band from outer space, from a different planet, from a different galaxy, and I'll design an album cover. I'll write a detailed backstory about each song, and then I'll sort of present it as if it's real. And I've been doing this for almost 5 years and amassed about 300 songs so far across 225 different alien artists. And I sort of compile these under this big blanket called the Intergalactic Beets Project, which is kind of the backstory is that music is banned in the future and that this project is collecting music that's been lost forever and trying to revive it and press it to vinyl and cassette and sort of like all these analog media that, folks might have grown up with in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Um, Now, sort of the evolution of that is Intergalactic Beats Records, which is the pop-up that we're going to be doing in October, which is a record store for the fake record label. So folks will be able to come in and they'll be able to see every single album in the collection. There'll be QR codes that people can scan to listen to the music, and then we'll have all the backstories to all the albums available for people to read. And then in addition, you'll be able to buy music on vinyl and cassette. We also have a magazine called Heartbeats. And it's basically about this behind the scenes story. There's like a villain, there's heroes, and sort of sneak peeks at music that hasn't been released yet. Part of the this new record store pop-up version, which is going to be the fourth version of the pop-up store, will be promoting a new album. So let me take a step back here. So a lot of the albums in the collection, we're only able to rescue maybe one song from each album because of the condition of the album in outer space and everything that's been done to it.
Of
However,
course.
there are some albums that have we have the full album. We have 8 tracks, a side A and a side B. And in October, we're releasing a new album. And that'll sort of be front and center. It's a very kind of spooky Halloween theme, so I think it's going to go great with the
Very
Pumpkin
cool.
Festival.
Yeah.
We're going to have a cool little exhibit kind of based around that in the space. And then for the record store pop-up, we also have some like musical artifacts from artists in the collection, like certain memorabilia or certain things that like are inspired by the stories behind the music, and people will be able to, take a look at those as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff. Like I mentioned before, almost 300 songs. The walls are going to be about 100 pieces of art, and then we have all the other albums in the collection. You can sort of thumb through like real records, and you'll be able
Yeah.
to read the story, scan the QR code, and listen. And like I mentioned, vinyl and cassette we'll have available. You can buy copies of our magazine. We'll also have T-shirts, and you can buy an art print of anything in the store as well.
Yeah.
And we'll have pins and stickers and lots of giveaway stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to show everybody some of the merch you.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So album cover, we've got pins. I mean, come on, people. Who doesn't want to bring these back, right? These cassette stickers, here's the zine. I mean, you've taken this creative project, this imaginary, scenario and taken it to the most realistic level you possibly could. So, I appreciate the creativity in all of this. It's pretty amazing and done so well. And I think this is going to be a fun, family-friendly, like
hmm
youth-oriented, yet for people in my like, generation who grew up on vinyl and cassette tapes, there's a nostalgia
hmm
there and a real, sense of curiosity that is that I love that you're satisfying there. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I really encourage people to come down and check you out. You'll be there in person for this pop-up October 17th to 19th. So during the Pumpkin Festival, you'll be there,
Mhm.
which is awesome. So yeah. Well, anything else you want to add, Joey? Again, people need to come and check it out. It's an in-person thing.
It's well, kind of the neat thing is that the in-person experience is sort of like supplemental to the project too. Like you get sort of a better sense of the narrative and like sort of the project as a whole. But the fun doesn't stop when the exhibition and the pop-up closes. Like everything that you can see there, you can see online. So you can listen to all the music on
Yeah.
Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. We also have a Patreon where you can like hear music in advance before it's released, and you get discounts and cool like merch that we don't offer, like through the website, to just like regular folks. So part of it is to come to be able to see sort of the scope of the art and get up close to it, and there'll be a lot of other like sort of exhibit type things. But like I always encourage folks, like when they leave, like the journey doesn't end. You can still read all these stories, and we release new music essentially every Monday. We have a new album coming out at the end of December, and that'll be the our 300th song with the release of that album. And then in the new year, in 2026, we'll release a new song every Monday, and we have 4 albums planned for next year. And so it doesn't stop, and we have almost 20 hours of music total. So you can just sort of, set your shuttle to autopilot and just, play our Spotify playlist, and you get sort of all different genres of music. Again, it's family friendly, and yeah, if
Yeah.
you like vinyl or analog media, like please come
Yeah.
down and love to chat about not just this project, but like just music in
Yeah.
general and making music and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for reiterating that and yeah, making that known. You're really merging the digital and the modern way of consuming music and
Hmm.
storytelling with this in-person, pop-up experience. But yes, definitely your project is has its legacy online and in the virtual world. So I do encourage people to check out your website. What's the website that we can
Uh,
give people? I'll put it in the show notes too, but
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, it's intergalacticbeetsproject.com. And I should mention that Beats is like the food, Beets.
Yes.
There's a whole behind the scenes thing. If you go on the website, you can read a little bit more of why we changed that and things like that. So it's really for folks to explore, because you can sort of separate the music from the art from the story. You could just listen to the music and still get the full experience. But if you add those little layers on that, you sort of get this whole world. So it's, really for people to explore. And one thing I forgot to mention is that all the music is available to download. Like you can download it to your devices and you can use it in projects for free. Whether that's personal or commercial, the music is out there for
Wow.
everybody to use. We don't gatekeep any of these things. You can remix it, resell it. I don't care.
That's
It's just
so
to get it out there
generous.
for people to use. And
Yeah.
a lot of like little indie stuff on YouTube and some independent games have used it. So it's really cool to see like what people do with it and manipulate it and how they sort of take the style or beat, and just apply it to like a different vision. So always encourage
Yeah.
people to get out there and just use it to, to their heart's content.
That's so cool. Yeah, I love the accessibility and your community-minded way of doing things. I appreciate that so much. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Yeah, I mean,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, well, again, thanks for being with us, and we can't wait to see this in person. And I encourage everybody to check out your website and really listen to the music. It is fun. And come meet you in person. I think,
Yes,
getting
please.
to sit and talk with you or stand and talk to you and go through everything is just it really expands the experience for
Yeah, and I
sure.
love meeting new people and just talking about music and art and stuff like that. So yeah, come
Yeah.
down, check us out.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much, Joey.
Thank you, Carly.
All right.